Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this. This is called Either. Or E-I-T-H-E-R. Either? Hmm, Whatever. Uh, yeah, so this is basically just choosing. It's like, would you rather? Yeah. So it's kind of just doing this. Always have really bad internet or always get in traffic. I'd rather get in traffic because then I just have to leave like 30 minutes earlier than what I already do because I already leave early enough to cope with traffic. So, alright. Uh, be a centaur? Isn't that just like a horse man? Wouldn't it be like super fast? But then I could swim in the sea. You want to swim? I see how it is. Everyone wants to be like a horseman, but whatever. I see how it is. Uh, I would rather not do any, but I feel like I skydiving, there's more possible things that could go wrong, but with bungee jumping, you just like strap me in a lot. So I feel like this one is easier to die. Uh, but I'm scared of heights, so I ain't about that life. Uh, I feel like ear hair, I could cover it up with my normal hair. Yeah. Everyone would want to become a superhero, but supervillains, man. They have all the cool stuff, but they're just all dumb. Like, they're like, I'm gonna tell you my plan, then you're gonna foil me, Batman. Yeah. I know, no one wants to be a supervillain, but it'd be fun, I guess. Uh, 1 sec. So this is Ben Affleck, just going through it. So he's been in Gone Girl, The Town, Goodwill. He's been in Superman v Batman, alright. Matt Damon. Uh, I don't want to be either of them, although they are really famous and all that good stuff, but let's just go for a random one, man. I don't know. Uh, I feel like it always depends, man. Uh, I'm a soccer player. I prefer not to lose a leg, because just losing an arm would mean I don't have an arm, but losing a foot means I can probably just get another foot. Be easier than getting a new leg, right? Right? Like, I'm not wrong here. Uh, well, isn't fish meat somehow? Just gonna go with only eat meat, man. I don't know. Isn't somehow? Use a touchscreen on all your devices. Use a mouse and keyboard. I feel like mouse and keyboard I'm way more accurate than touchscreen. I just, I mean, it'd be weird if you had a phone, but then again, like, doesn't a BlackBerry have like a keyboard, so you just put a little tiny mouse next to it? I don't know, man. Only date people with severe OCD. Only date chain smokers. OCD. I mean, chain smokers did get lower, could die or whatever. Talking about that. No one in my family has done it, but uh, OCD, they'd like clean the house. My house would be like really clean, but it'd be like really awkward because like imagine us like together watching a movie or something and like the person in front of us, their hair's messed up and like he or she's gonna be like all tensed up about it. So it wouldn't really be that good of a movie for them, and then I'd be worrying about them worrying about the guy's hair. that he's not worrying about. And then he or she would eventually uh, get the courage or whatever and tell him, and then it'd be all awkward. But then again, uh, marry someone that doesn't love you, be married to someone that you don't love. Again, with every question, it always depends. But if I get to choose who I marry, uh, I wouldn't love them, but then I'd be married to some. So, would I be able to choose or would I not be able to choose? That's the question. So, I'm assuming that if I'm married to someone that I don't love, they're like not super hot. Like I don't know about this question. I'm just gonna say that one. I don't know. Be swept up in a hurricane or lost in a flood. Now, I'm not the best swimmer, but I could doggy paddle my way to victory. But then in a hurricane, I feel like I'd hit a lot of trees, a lot of buildings, because I'd just be like flying in midair, and I wouldn't have so much control on where I would be going. In a flood, you wouldn't have much control, but you'd be in water, so I feel like if you hit a rock, you're still gonna like float to the top and be there, and just like kind of float there, and then you're still gonna be in a flood, but it's not gonna be so bad. So I'm gonna say lost in a flood. Why a hurricane, man? I don't know. I mean, I'm already. Oh, would you rather be married to someone who is? Uh, wouldn't everyone want to be married to someone who's like really smart? Isn't that like I'm already ignorant, and he or she, it would be a she in my case, would be very smart. So it'd, like contradict my idiotocracy. I don't know. Whatever. Uh, if you Oh, we're gonna go to 15 minutes. I have a 15-minute limit on this, but we're just gonna go to 15 minutes so you can just like watch it or whatever. If you could rewrite history, would you rather there's no such thing as music? Uh, I don't care like modern art, like those weird sculptures in front of like a building, I don't really care about. But like, yeah, I have to stop saying like, man. Would you rather have loved and lost or never loved at all? Never loved at all. Well, well, then you would have felt love, but I don't know. Always tell the truth or always lie. I feel like telling the truth is very important. Yada yada yada. Eh. Wear only skin-tight clothing. Wear clothes that are much too big. Skin-tight clothing. Show off my washboard abs. Die when your kids are very young. Have your kids die before you. Uh, it always depends. That's always the point. No, just because of personal reasons, I'm going to skip that. If you had to do one every other year, if you had to do one every other year, live completely alone on an island, be overworked in a cramped factory. I would say I would still be making a lot of money, but would I have like a house and stuff, or would it be like full on survival stuff, like I've been naked? It'd be weird. Let's just skip that. I mean, I still answered, but skip that. Um, oh, dessert all the way, man. I love dessert. Sorry, didn't read that off, but it's just easy. Uh, is there Marine? Yeah, most of my family has been in the Marines, so. Soil yourself and not soil? Soil yourself? Not be able to clean yourself or change clothes for a week. Or the same clothes for a year. Alright, I'd be dirty. It'd be over quicker, but I'm gonna pick that one because it's over quicker. I'd wear the same clothes. It says clothes, so it's be shirt, shorts, socks, shoes. I already wear the same shoes for a whole year. I mean, I don't really care about the shoes. For the shirt, I just not get it super dirty. And with the shorts, I'd not get it super dirty. The socks, I wouldn't really care about. It'd be weird in the winter, so it'd be like all wet, and then I have to put them on again. So I'd rather go for the uh less time, less time. I'll live until 80 in poverty. So this is a um I don't want to make fun of whoever did this question, but I'm just gonna say if you're living until 80 in poverty, you're not gonna be able to explore the world because you don't have enough money, and you're gonna have to suffer longer. Boom, point made. Live until 40 in riches, which means you can travel the world because you have money, but you're not gonna live as longer, but you can still do more stuff. So I'm just gonna point out somewhat in a flaw, and everyone's gonna. I don't get that 511,176 people who decided to go, I'm a suffer for 80 years. Because poverty is not that fun. I don't live in poverty, I make YouTube videos. Obviously, I don't. Because I have to have a mouse, I have to have a keyboard, I have to have an awesome computer, I have to have a monitor. Yes, I have a desktop. Yeah. Uh, I've never seen either of those. I don't know whether I should Google them. Uh, no one likes you, Bing. That's right. Uh, I don't know. What's this one? Legends of Hidden Temple. Oh. Oh. Cool. Uh, be the head chef in a luxury cruise liner. Be the head chef in the White House. Luxury cruise liner. Now, the White House, I feel like you'd be making the same meals. Uh, quarterback would get all the babes, but linebacker would. I'm not saying quarterback is bad and you don't have to have skill, because obviously you do. It's like one of the more important ones. But I feel like if you think about it, linebackers just hit each other and block, and they don't really do anything, so they have a less chance of getting hurt. And I'm not a big fan at getting hurt. But then again, that question's kind of dumb. I don't have friends. Uh, get killed by your boyfriend or girlfriend, get killed by your best friend. Sorry. Dang it. I don't have any friends. I was gonna pick the, best friend because I don't have any friends, so there you go. I know how to speak only English, know how to speak every language, but never English. I feel, yeah. I already speak English, so I'd be able to speak so many other languages. Because if I came here to America, I would, there'd still be people who would speak Chinese, would speak, uh, Spanish, speak all these languages, so I could communicate with them. But I could never communicate with Americans, per se. And I remember when I was 5, I thought Americans spoke American. Yeah, yeah. Go to a gunfight with a pellet pistol, gun, knife fight with a butter knife. A pellet pistol, I'd still have a knife. Yeah. army crawl everywhere, yo. Just like in the grocery store.